a lot many people are coming to me for consultations with the refusal of a principal application along with an authorization to return to Canada application. I made quite a few video on the ARC in the past, but thought why not to update the situation with a 2025 kind of a scenario, right? I'm Niladri Mukherjee. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So authorization to return to Canada or ARC is not really an application by itself. It's a sandwich kind of a situation, if you can think of that way. So for example, if you have been excluded from Canada with an exclusion order, for example, and if the 1 year has not been passed, you want to come back to Canada, you have to apply for a principal application, for example, a study permit or a visitor visa, along with an ARC. If you have been removed from Canada with a deportation order, whenever you want to come back to Canada, you always have to apply for any other principal application along with an authorization to return to Canada, right? So now, when you are reapplying or applying for an ARC, for example, there are two situations that one mandatorily needs to satisfy. One is the why are you applying for the principal application in the first place? Many people miss out on this. For example, if it is a study permit application, do not forget that as a potential student in Canada, you have to satisfy regulations 216. You have to convince on the balance of probabilities that you would indeed be a bona fide member of the student class. If you are not able to satisfy that, ultimately this application and therefore the ARC will be refused as well. So that's to say that the objective behind why you're making the principal application needs to be satisfied on the balance of probabilities, case laws, precedent, etc., will be there. Secondly is the compliance issue. Because you are now applying for an ARC, you have to satisfy on the balance of probabilities that because the underlying issue because of which a removal order has been made will not be repeated. So are you an habitual offender, or have you repeated the same mistake in the past, or after the removal order has been enforced? Have you committed the same kind of a mistake in any other countries, for example? And there are a bunch of other factors and criteria that need to be brought into attention for an effective ARC application. Honestly speaking, it's not an easy to approve kind of an application. The possibility of success may not be very high, but if you have to make an application, or if you have to make a reapplication for that matter, you have to understand that it's a complex application, and the principal application, the objective behind the principal application, as I have said, along with the compliance issue, both need to be satisfied for an effective ARC application. If you need our assistance, more than welcome to hop into the website nuvonation.ca, book a relevant professional consultation. I will be happy to deep dive.